Okay, so version 7.0 launches tomorrow, August 12th, and I need you to hear this before you touch the wish screen. If you are planning to pull Odette or Arlecchino in Phase 1, you need to know exactly how many free pulls you can farm before those banners close on September 1st. And trust me, the number at the end of this breakdown is bigger than you think. So here is the plan for today. We are going through every single Primogem source in the first phase, one by one, and then I reveal the total. After that, we are getting into the newest 7.1 leaks, including one answer from a leaker that honestly surprised me. And then we finish with the elements of 2 Harbingers, because the community has been going absolutely crazy about this for the past few days. Let's get into it. Real quick before we start, launch coverage, Snezhnaya leaks are going to be dropping constantly on this channel over the next few weeks, so subscribe and turn on notifications so you do not miss anything. Alright, let's count. So Phase 1 runs from August 12th to September 1st. That is exactly 21 days. That is the Odette and Arlecchino window, and the new 4-star Electro character Alyosha is featured on both banners, so you are picking him up either way. Now here is everything you can collect in those 3 weeks. First one is easy. Launch compensation. Hoyoverse is sending 600 Primogems straight to your mailbox for the version maintenance. 600 before you even touch the game. Then daily commissions. Across all 21 days, they add up to 1,260. But that is almost 8 free pulls for doing basically nothing, so please do not skip them during this phase. Now the main story quest, and this is where 7.0 starts getting generous. The new Snezhnaya Archon quest gives you 740 Primogems, plus 2 intertwined fates on top of that. And the side quests across the new region? Roughly another 420. But here's the big one. Exploration. The new snowy region is massive, and it pays accordingly. Chests, oculi, puzzles, all of it across the launch map comes out to roughly 3,000 Primogems if you explore thoroughly. That is the single biggest source in the entire phase. Nothing else even comes close. And on top of that, the regional offering system tied to the statues gives you 1,250 source stones, plus 4 standard pulls as you level it up. Now, quick reality check. If exploration alone will not cover both Odette and her signature sword, there is a smarter way to top up the difference. Use code LOOKUP for 5% off any Hoyo game top-up on Loot Bar. You can also top up other gacha games at even bigger discounts, up to 25% off, plus discounted game keys with savings of up to 80%. Loot Bar has 50,000 Trustpilot reviews at a 4.8 rating, so it's trusted by the community. And I've been working with Loot Bar for a long time and use it myself, so I can personally recommend it. Check out Loot Bar through my link in the description. Okay, back to the farming list. So, events. The main flagship event of the phase gives 1,000 Primogems. The side event adds another 420. Stygian Onslaught throws in 450. Then on September 1st, the Imaginarium Theater updates, and a full clear there is worth 1,000. And the Spiral Abyss resets on the 16th, that is another 800 if you fully clear it. And then the small stuff, because it adds up. Sudden promo codes and web events. Expect around 120 during the phase. The trial runs for Arlecchino and Odette, another 40. And the shop refreshes on the 1st, which means 5 event pulls and 5 standard pulls from the Stardust Exchange are waiting for you there. Alright, moment of truth. Let's add it all up. The total for Phase 1 of 7.0 comes out to roughly 11,100 Primogems, plus 7 intertwined fates, plus 9 acquaint fates on top. Convert all of that into event wishes and you are looking at roughly 76 free event pulls, and it gets better. Running Welkin Moon? That climbs to about 85. Welkin plus the Battle Pass? Around 90 pulls. 90 pulls is past soft pity. A free-to-play player who explores properly and clears the endgame content is realistically walking out of this phase with a guaranteed 5-star, and a light spender can genuinely chase the weapon too. This is one of the most generous phases the game has ever shipped, and honestly it makes sense. This is the biggest launch since Fontaine, and Hoyoverse knows it. Now let's talk about what comes after, because 7.1 leaks are already moving. Version 7.1 starts September 23rd, the day Phase 2 of 7.0 ends, and the character lineup has been stable in the leaks for a while now. Vesna and Vodyanitsa, the two new 5 stars. Vesna is an Animo main DPS built entirely around the new stellar swirl reaction, and the early kit crumbs describe a flying mechanic tied to a special energy system, which sounds amazing. Vodyanitsa is a hydro support, and the newest kit leak paints her as a quill buffer in the Shenhe style. Each individual quill is weaker than Shenhe's, but she generates way more of them. She supports both stellar swirl teams and cryo-hydro teams, which honestly makes her one of the most flexible support pulls of this entire era. On the rerun side, the same leak cluster points to Zibai and Linnea coming back. But listen, the phase order is completely unsettled, so please do not plan your pity around specific pairings yet. But here is the part of the 7.1 picture that caught me off guard this week. A reliable Uncle Leaker got asked directly, "What is interesting about 7.1?" And the answer was honestly deflating. According to him, 7.1 is just the regular content cycle. Archon Quest continuation, the new characters, and the normal anniversary events. No new map, nothing unusual on top. And that anniversary detail actually matters, because the 6th anniversary lands on September 28th, which falls inside 7.1. So the standard anniversary free pulls and login gifts are coming in that patch, not in 7.0. Now, my honest read on a quiet 7.1? This is good news for your wallet. Seriously. A patch with no map expansion is a patch where you can bank Primogems, and everyone saving for the Tsaritsa in 7.3 should be treating 7.1 as a savings window, not a spending window. Okay, now the topic everyone is arguing about, the elements of 2 Harbingers. Let's start with Pulcinella, the rooster. And honestly, this one is basically settled. Official Snezhnaya material describes him as a snowland fae with the innate ability to wield hydro. That is not a leak. That is Hoyoverse's own published lore, so when the recent animations show water effects around him, they are just consistent with what the official material already told us. The only real question left for Pulcinella is not his element, it is whether he becomes playable, and that part, yes, still unconfirmed. Pantalone, though? Pantalone is the messy one. After the newest short animation dropped in early August, the community immediately started reading Electro into his visual effects, and right now posts pairing Pulcinella Hydro with Pantalone Electro are everywhere, with Piero usually getting Pyro in the same round of speculation. But here is why you should hold this one loosely. Think about who Pantalone is. His established lore says he was born without a vision, and his entire character is built on resenting the gods for exactly that. So if he ends up wielding Electro in gameplay, where does it come from? It would have to be a delusion, or something new that the story has not shown us yet. And honestly, that would be fascinating. The first playable character whose power source is explicitly not a vision. But right now, the Electro Red is pure fan interpretation of animation particles. No official confirmation exists, and we have all seen cinematic effects fool people before. That said, there are playability signals around him. Leaked trial voice lines and personality impressions have surfaced, and trial voice lines only exist for characters being tested as playable. So here is the smart position. Pantalone playable? Increasingly likely. Pantalone Electro? Plausible, but unproven. So here is my question for you. With roughly 90 free pulls sitting on the table this phase, what are you doing? Going for Odette? Grabbing the Arlecchino rerun? Or saving every last gem for the Tsaritsa? Drop it in the comments, I genuinely read all of them. Subscribe for full 7.1 beta coverage the moment it starts leaking. Leave a like if this helped you plan your pulls, and thanks for watching. See you in Snezhnaya tomorrow.